have everything in the store that I've built. Now let's use these backends or potentially create other backends as well. So here's what we'll do. We'll have store backends, right? And then maybe we'll have like dev env backends. Right? And maybe we'll just call these, we'll call them dev env backends, right? And so the store could have remote, from remote file system, remote OCI, remote S3. And then when we go to create the dev env, it will just reference the store that we're using, right? And then use a dev env backend to create it. And again, these dev env backends could be containers, it could be a pure shell, right? It just really depends on what problem we're trying to solve here. Kind of like dev env, yeah, kind of like dev env. Except for if dev env could run in containers, it could run in VMs, it could run in, any of these solutions. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, even kind of like Docker Compose, right? But if you could run... Say it's like if you could use Docker Compose, but then create VMs with it instead of just, it's like Packer like Vagrant meets Docker Compose, right? Oh my God, that's going to annoy me. Ah! Hold on. Hey, no. Sorry, the fact that was not perfectly aligned just annoyed the hell out of me. Okay. So again, the developer has everything in the configuration language. The builder builds it and all of those things and then stores those in the store, right? Yeah. God damn it. Hold on. And then those could be local, those could be remote. We can have store backends for those. Let's clean this up a little bit, right? And then we say, okay, well, what's the next problem that we want to solve? Well, we want to do dev envs. Okay, well, let's say that dev envs also have backends, right? Whoop. And again, I wouldn't want to like for example, if we do OCI, then OCI plugs into containers, right? So this is why we don't want to say like we're just going to do one thing for everything. We're going to solve specific problems, and then we're going to say like, okay, now how can we plug those in? Because again, if your store goes directly to OCI artifacts, then making dev envs in containers would be fucking easy. Pardon my language, but it would, like, think about it. If you've ever been in that world before, if you could automatically build everything to a container, your dev environments would be equally as easy to create because they're all there. And this is kind of where, like, does anybody remember Core OS? Does anybody remember Core OS? The like containerized based operating system, right? This is kind of that same concept, right? Is like the whole operating system runs everything in a specific backend, and then depending on that backend, the store works with it, right? Oh, hi, Dearsay. Thank you for the 64 months. Thank you. No, Core OS was it was a company that tried to basically build entire operating systems and all of the processes in containers, right? I hope the karaoke stuff's going well, by the way. Hearsay. Is this what? Okay. Now, what's interesting is not only can we do dev envs, right, and have dev env backends, right? Then we could even go a step further and say that in that same configuration, whoa, how does that do that? Did you see that, chat? That's pretty cool. That's new. We say maybe these are so what would be so we've got dev envs. But what is a good way to describe non-developer environments, right? Like things, like what do we call them, like prod envs or deploy environments, maybe like deploy envs, That might actually be a better approach. Okay. I kind of like that. Production. Well, because we want it to be